All right. This is pretty much a blind playthrough. I did start another character in this a while ago, and I had begun a chronicle in it, but I stopped playing it for so long that I just decided I should delete the chronicle, start a new character, and see where it takes us. So on this planet, I've played a little bit, not really a lot, but I got through the first few missions or so, like maybe 3 or 4 of them. So let's see, we should look at our character. Here's our character. We are very high in intelligence and perception. Well, we're high in perception, and we're good at charm. So we're going to be a long gun guy with maybe pistols as backup. That's the idea. We're average in everything else. We took elevator operations specialist to get +1 in engineering. And that's us. That's where we're at. So let's go ahead and get rolling. I will probably save this into a playlist, these live streams. I don't think I'm going to call them a chronicle, because the nature of this live stream, it could be tedious at some points as I learn how to do things. And if anybody jumps into chat or anything, there's going to be social interaction going on. I tend to like my chronicles to be more game focused, offline type stuff. So I don't think I'll call it a chronicle, but I will likely call it like new player experience or something to that effect. And they won't be split up into 30-minute increments. It'll just be a collection of the streams. All right. Let's go this way. Left control to sneak. Take all of that. We're close to some wildlife. Use tall grass or rocks or other cover to hide from enemies. And we can use that to sneak past enemies. Awareness meters. Oh.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, Buxy. Yeah, this is. I started over with a different character because I hadn't played that other one very far, and I had stopped for so long. But yeah, we're gonna go with long guns on this guy. And I didn't make him dumb like I did the other character. I think maybe I should reserve that for a playthrough that I do after I know the game a little better. This guy's actually pretty smart. And I was playing this last night, but I was also playing around with Streamlabs, and the filters that I copied over, they weren't set up, and so my volume was really low. And then I found out Streamlabs just wasn't really as good as OBS Live, not in my experience. I just, I don't know.
Come here.
You know, didn't work out as nice.
The best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stinks.
Okay, so if it says Medical 5 or anything in brackets, you should take that option because it'll give you some XP. That means we passed a check.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
All right, what happened to you?
Oh, we're all
whoops.
part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan.
Dang,
We
kid.
were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right?
Huh.
Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What were you doing out there?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Alright, let's try persuade. I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, and I'll go get help. Oh, well, is he going to trust us? I guess maybe because we just patched him up.
Yeah, okay.
I guess he
You look like
did.
you know your way around
It's
a gun.
not something I would have
Got some
done.
spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Let's go with number 1.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Oh my gosh, everything's an advertisement. I don't think I want to divulge to him that we came off the Hope.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
We blew his eardrums out. That's awesome. Alright, let's grab this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff. I don't know what most of this stuff is for, really. I think you can eat some of these things for benefits. Gotcha. Okay. Everything's an advertisement. I'm loving it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of society they live in, huh? Oh man, what's happening to us? Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Q button is what does that for me. Okay. Inventory. Bring this up as a second weapon. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Well, there's our first death. I like food with benefits. I guess we'll go with the autosave. I don't think I've ever actually died in this game before. That's maybe I should use the pistol. I don't know. The silent kill is tempting, but the thing is, I think I hit the energy drums. Dang, man. Yeah, so I have a lot more reach on that sword than I thought I had. I'm not sure, but I think you didn't want to do that, yeah. Alright, hacking and picking locks. We can eat some food. Let's see, we can go to junk. Oh, here we go. Consumables. Let's eat. What's this gonna do for me? Regeneration plus 200% natural health, lasts 2 minutes. It's a bunch of nanners. Spacer's choice. Use. Okay, so we're regenning. And still regenning. Okay, I think I said it would last 2 minutes. And we can go over here to inventory. Well, I thought I picked up some armor, but I guess not. We do need to look at weapons. Did I get anything better? Let's throw a two-hander up there. And that guy. I think that was still a one-hander. No, it says two-handed. Okay. One, two, three. Okay, and the two of them are walking off. Headshot. Oh, knucklehead. Hit the wrong button. There were 3 of them. Okay, that's 1. Two. I don't know. I don't see the other body. It's too bad. Did we get any armor? No. Okay. We'll just press on. I know there's a body back there somewhere. Maybe even I looked past it and didn't see it with my eyes.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Rightio.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
You're a bureaucrat. It's just a landing violation, let it go. So I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave. I've already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed. Let's go with number 2.
Really? How is he?
I don't want to rat him out. He told us don't let anybody. Well, he told us he wasn't going to put it in his report, and this would be his supervisor for sure. So let's go number 2.
Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Okay. We can persuade. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge. We could do any of those. I want to work on persuasion.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Not a girl.
Here we go.
Alright, for, anybody with kids in the room, I apologize. I forgot about that, and I don't have control over the game. I did really just forget about it. Man, she's got nuts. Kill stealer. Okay. Now I know for sure we got. Yep. I'll put that up there. We're dressed in marauder clothes now. We also got a couple pistols. They're the same thing that we have already. So, there's nothing special about them. They're not pristine or anything. This one actually is. So, we will press on. I was seeing a marauder health icon show up. Oh well, maybe it was a glitch. That wasn't just unnecessary swearing. It was Spacer's Choice unnecessary swearing. That's pretty good, Buxy.
That this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay. I don't...
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Apex Transport, the unreliable.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel.
Hello, Ada.
Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Really? What are you going to do, self-destruct? I'm not here to misappropriate anything. I don't appreciate being talked to that way. Number 2.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence.
What?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry. Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
Marauders killed him. He met my escape pod all right, head first. Be honest.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
We have an engineering level of 5.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it. Thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay, so now we're going to level up. You've been promoted, level up. Skills, as well as perks. Auntie Cleo management training. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill improves all of the specialized skills in the group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skills up to 100. And then special unlock bonuses every 20 points. Okay, of skill upgrade in these individual skills. No, Buxy, I've never played the Portal games. I've heard of them. So apparently they were quite popular, because I don't think I would have heard of them if they hadn't grown a following. We are going to go with ranged. We have 10 points to spend, so I'm going to put 5 in ranged. No, apparently I did that all wrong. I'm sorry. Revert all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then into tech. I only mention it because Ada sounds like GLaDOS. Nice. I heard another person in here during the messed up playthrough that I did last night. There was a voice just off in the distance, a random voice from a citizen somewhere that sounded like Marguerite from Subnautica. So it's not necessarily unlikely that they're the same person. A lot of these video game voiceovers are done by the same people. Once you develop a reputation, it's like anything else. You are desired. All right, we will apply. You have unlocked location hit effects for tactical time dilation. And then we have perks. Specialized management seminars. Welcome to Perk Selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. 5 new perks. Okay. So I'm going to go with toughness and because we have 2. No, I'm sorry, we have 1. So I'm going to go with toughness. It's a 50% increase in base health. I like this one also, but we don't have any companions yet. So I'll take this first. Sometimes I'm watching a show or film, look up an actor, and most of their resume is video game voiceovers. Yeah. Usually sci-fi or fantasy. Mark Hamill's done a lot of voiceovers, for example. Okay, then we have our journal entries and the codex, and I like to just get these checked off. That way, later on, these are like baseline journal entries. That way, later on, if I get a journal entry that I didn't have time to read it all, I can quickly find it. I think that's everything. Okay. All right, we need to explore this ship. Looks like I don't have the materials to open that lock. I want to check out ground floor first.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 Workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Okay. Workbench, basically we can tear a bunch of stuff apart. Let's see, I've got the sawed-off shotgun now. So, here, before I do this, let me go to inventory. I want to put the shotgun, because that is a long gun, and that's what I want to specialize in. Right there. You do 73 DPS, and you do 91, so we'll load you up there. And I guess I'll put you there. Okay. Use the workbench. I actually want to break things down. There we go. Repair. Repair the shoddy first. Okay, everything's repaired. Hibernation suit. Can I break that down? Yes, I can. I don't need to repair what I'm wearing right now. Okay. Do we have anything to modify? Install mod. We do not. Mark Hamill reading Trump tweets as the Joker was precious. Yeah, I bet. Okay, this is, I happen to know this is where we can come and we can reskill. But every time you reskill and get all your points funded back,
engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
It'll cost you more the next time that you want to use it.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Okay, so once we power this up, we can open those doors.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Okay, that's not creepy.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Okay, off we go. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I like Mark Hamill. He's hilarious. Yeah, Mark Hamill's very witty.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
To take down payments and wanton violence. All right, let's try number 2.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I'd report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Yeah, get out of here. I saw Mark Hamill do an impression of Harrison Ford one time that was really well done. And I really liked the original Star Wars. I was disappointed with the prequel series, but not as much as some. And I liked the Force Awakens and the latest trilogy. I liked The Force Awakens. I thought there was potential there. I thought they were really bad with some silly plot holes, like Rey knew how to do things. There wasn't enough explanation or time. She didn't have to earn anything. She just kind of knew how to do things, and with the Force. And I thought that was a little. That didn't match with the universe. And then, but after that, man, everything after The Force Awakens, absolutely god awful. Me personally, I just couldn't stand it. I thought they were terrible stories. They had no depth. The character creation was pretty awful. I just thought it was total crap. So I'm not very enthusiastic about Star Wars anymore. Low damage weapons are ineffective against heavy armor. Okay. The Force Awakens was a nice remake of A New Hope, yeah. I was kind of over Star Wars by Return of the Jedi. Yeah, see, I actually liked Return of the Jedi, but I was a little kid then, and that I got like sentimental value tied to that. We didn't really have very much money, but my dad took me out on my birthday to go see it. Gosh, was it my birthday? I can't remember. I don't know, but he took me to go see the movie in the theater, which was real special for us. So I can't unwind myself from those memories. So I just really liked Return of the Jedi because it ties back to a lot of good feelings, you know. So I'm probably the world's worst judge of whether or not it was a good movie because it's tied to sentimental value for me. Did we get a helmet? Yes. We got a level 4 one-handed melee. That doesn't really help us. What does this do? Stealth skills +5. Yeah, we're not really trying to be stealthy. Same thing with this. Okay. Rogue One was pretty good, to be fair. I forgot about Rogue One. I really liked Rogue One. Of the new stuff, Rogue One is easily my favorite. I thought they did a great job with Rogue One. The Han Solo flick, I actually liked it. I just didn't think it was a good Star Wars movie. That was more of it just felt more like a general sci-fi movie. It didn't really feel like it belonged in the Star Wars universe, and it failed to connect me to Han in an emotional way that you would expect a character of that kind of depth and how much material's been written on him would get. I saw Return of the Jedi in a 70mm screen in London's how do I say this, Bucks? Leicester Square. I was a kid and had to pay what would have been the adult price in a normal cinema. Oh, wow. Man, that sounds neat. Yeah, even though they upcharged you. I bet that was an experience, though. Lester. Oh man, I never would have guessed that, man. Lando was good in Solo, but that's about it. Yeah, that guy, yeah, he had some personality, huh? He was good.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Hey, guy.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Why do you say that?
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them.
Holy smokes, they're cannibals.
Safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
There's the advertisements again. I never got your name. I'm James. Did they pay you to chat with strangers? Lie 1. Lie. Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable. You know, I'm not really excited about anybody finding out who we really are. I think I'm going to go with that. I just don't trust the whole opening cinematic for this game really sets up what happened to the Hope. Like, we would blow the lid off some corporate secrets that would send people to prison. We do not, I don't think we want anybody to know who we are or where we came from. So we're going to go with number 3.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regular? I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor, fancy title for a gravedigger. I don't think I would say that to him. That could potentially be... I mean, depending on how it's delivered, maybe it could be offensive. I don't want to upset this guy. Well, let's just get straight to the point.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reid Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Look who's probing around. Depends on the work. You offering me a job? Yeah, number 1.
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
You what?
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Oh, man. Yeah, you want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves? I mean, that was my reaction. Maybe we'll go with that. Why can't you collect these fees yourself? Let me ask you about something else. Number 2. Hold on. I saw Tron there, too, which was amazing on such a... Oh, yeah, I bet. Big screen. Regarding pronunciation, the sentence I never want to hear an American say is, please choose your... Oh, no, here it goes, man. You're about to hear it. Please choose your semi-aluminum chassis for your Jaguar at your leisure. And I know aluminium is how you guys are going to pronounce it. What else? I'm sure I'm pronouncing leisure in a way that makes you just, like, stop being lazy. Oh, man, that's good. All right. We're going to go with number 2. You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
This game's got good dialogue. Why can't you collect the fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
How do you guys say chassis? Semi-chassis. Oh, you say Jaguar? Yeah. So we are lazy. Oh my gosh, that's funny. These are some things I never knew about. I need to watch a Bond film where they say the movie Jaguar now. There is no W in Jaguar. Quota's mostly got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know. All right. I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Twist his arm. You say semi-okay-ish. Chassis is more like chassis, I guess, like the French. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy is a special case. You may want to twist his arm a bit. Okay. Why is Abernathy a special case?
It is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Oh, so I'm guessing when people say semi, you're like, no, no, no. Oh, I just said chassis like you do. The chassis. I don't want to just make sure he pays up. Where can I find these people? Yeah, we need to know that.
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay. There was something else I wanted to ask you. What was it? Let's go with number 2.
Former people, yeah. Marauder's been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Oh, that's what they're here for. What are they after? Loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
Oh, man. So they're making soup out of people, and that's considered company property. This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed. How long have you been a junior in humor? Grave digger, whatever.
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem is the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
This is the funniest character I've run into in our short playthrough so far. I once saw a really funny film with Burt Reynolds called Semi-Tough. He was semi, made me cringe every time. Cringe, yeah, he says semi a lot in the film. Yeah, because over here a semi is like an 18-wheeler, a big long truck, you know, with a trailer on it. Only problem is paperwork. This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors.
Survivors.
Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose.
Yeah, no biggie.
The body grows accustomed.
All right, we're done. So, if I go to journal and I look at quests, I want to make this the primary. There's a very short musical note called a semi-hemi-demi quaver that makes me smile. All right. Anybody in here? Nope. Ah. Take everything. Welcome, Junior in Humor. Messages from Inhumors Association. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumors Association newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovel's Gazette and Quarterly. Spacer's Choice Human Resources. Official advertisement text. Edgewater Cemetery is the property of Spacer's Choice Company. Family takes care of its own from cradle to grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraved headstones and monograms, complimentary eulogy, courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Return to root. Inventory logs. Burial invoice password required. Oh, we can hack it. Industrial accident. Name, Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration, industrial accident. Burial status, successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesite fees paid and accounted. And humorous addendum, Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Wow. Inventory logs, was there anything else? There was not. Okay, so that's it. That's it for that. Quaver. Quaver rhymes with waiver. Ah, okay. I don't know what a quaver is. I don't think I've ever heard that word. Ah, there we go. Mag pick. Couple shovels. And a couple spades. That's a coffin lid, I guess. Examine. Early retirement. Do you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? Early retirement is finally here. Early retirement is your ticket to Byzantium. Early retirement is Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark's gift to you. Selection for the early retirement process is by lottery. Winners enjoy an all-expense-paid trip to their new life in Byzantium, the Jewel of Halcyon. This sounds sketchy as all get out, man. It sounds like you're going to get liquidated into some soil and green stuff. A quaver is a quarter note. Ah, okay. And we've come to our first city in this game, Emerald Vale. Okay, let's follow our quest markers. Here's the barber shop. Nothing. Oh, I don't want to take anything. Hey.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Settle down, snob. Well, I guess. Well, number one was my reaction, but I like number two. Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater.
No, I
We're
bet
a
not.
Spacer's Choice Company.
Yeah.
I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
All right, I'm looking to repair my ship. Silas sent me to collect your dues. Prepare my remains for what? Goodbye. Let's number two.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care. Pay up. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity. That's some quality drama, Conrad. You should audition. Number 3 for sure.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay. So, never mind me. We're just gonna close that door there and take everything you got. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth, heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G. Close the door, take everything you got. It's Skyrim in space. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All that was missing was sneak, right?
What can I do for you?
Okay. I know about oh, wait, there it is. Medical 15. You sound like you've had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if you use the term doctor loosely. Yeah, number 1.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Whoa. That's really bad. A severed thumb. Well, okay. I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
Sneak and the arrow sticking out of his head. Will saying it must have been my imagination. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't hear anything, I guess. You know about Eugene. How? I found a note from Phyllis. Well, yeah, he's read that note by now. Yeah, you know how. Here.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice.
Dude, your life is on the
I can't
line.
ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't care. I'm just here to collect. Yeah, that's about where number 2.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Could we say these teeth are molar power? Yeah. All right. Man, you got some things to think about and some choices to make, and good luck.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile.
Hey, take it easy. I'm not a marauder. Or number 2.
Please don't kill me. I still gotta pay my gravesite fees. Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Mr. Thompson send you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. Spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Okay. You look sick as all get out. Take it easy. Mr. Thompson didn't send me. I don't know if I can holster it or not. Well, I'll check the controls after we get done with this dialogue, Buxy. I don't think I can. I heard you muttering to yourself. Oh, there, perception. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Well, yeah, I can understand you reacting that way. I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued. I'm here to collect your gravesite fees, so you're Martin Abernathy. Number 3.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
You got the plague? Get away from me, you leper. You should put a sign over your door or something, or at least cover your mouth. Oh my gosh. Let's just go with why not.
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Respect your elders. Well, I would like to say how can I help, but it really does depend on what you need. So, number 2.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second-story work. That's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
You want me to break the law? Number 2.
I'll do what I can.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
In other words, the company won't treat you because you're out. Yeah, number 1.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough.
I assume there are guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Okay.
So you'll do it then?
Yeah.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
And you're taking an awful risk trusting me.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reid would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
Okay, well, here's the bad news.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Look, I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see your payment.
All right, I'll leave you be.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Oh, that doesn't sound sketchy. What do you need it for? Well, we got number 2. He's got symptoms of something. You're saying it's psychosomatic?
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Have you taken a hard look at yourself in the mirror lately and wondered, am I a garbage human being? What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Okay, but that's going to set you up to be the arbiter of who deserves to get medicine and who doesn't. And it sounds an awful lot like you're awful utilitarian about this, like everybody else around here where people are things. Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. Can you match his offer? I get it. You need someone to smuggle you medicine under the table. I'll consider it.
That's all I can ask of you.
All right, get lost, kid. All right, Phyllis. All right, so what was her name? Esther Blaine. Now, let's find out if there should be key map, key bindings. Resolution, frame rate, vertical sync, 3D resolution, motion blur, gamma field of view, quality, chromatic aberration. Oh, wait. Was there something up here? Here we go, controls. Oh, this is the controller. I don't want a controller back. There we go. Okay. Weapon radial. Okay. I don't think so, Buxy. I didn't see it. For holster. Okay, so grab that and that. Logs. Saltuna Canning Facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with your foreman and/or supervisor. Be considerate toward other members. Allow 2 to 4 weeks process and improve your scheduled sick leave. Yeah, because you can predict when you're going to be sick. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reid if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit, sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. Ha! There's an old band called Op Ivy. They were the precursor to a popular punk band called Rancid. And Op Ivy had a song where the chorus was, "It's just a matter of time, sick body, sick mind." And that's what this is saying here. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar for burial, probably. Okay. All right, let's one by one. We need to explore this place. I want to look at this entire room and just do a perimeter check.
Carry on.
I can't take that stuff with these people here, so we don't want to do that. Kick me. Steal the kick me sign. Ha! That's funny. Alright, we evidently discovered a vending machine. There it is. Okay, so we covered the bottom floor of this section.
Sorry, I've got a lot to do.
Oh, that doesn't say steal, so we can grab all that. Lost and found. Found. One left hand, severed at the wrist, some bone damage. People, this is our second unscheduled amputation in as many months. Please exercise caution and safety around machinery. Maintenance fees will be deducted from your pay. Good grief. Oh my gosh, I would hate to work here. This town is awful. More vending machine, and we can't grab anything while she's in here. Blue slips, pink slips, barred. Looks like there's a door on the other side. This looks almost like an evidence room or something. There's something cool in there, but we can't get in there right now. There's also another room on the other side of this wall here. It looks like. Gotten a weapon modification. Install mods at a workbench to upgrade your weapons. Do I have the engineering skill to do a field modification? No, I don't. Okay. Another shotgun. Light assault rifle. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay. Sounds like they treat their staff better than Amazon. Yeah, sad but true, huh? I guess we can shoot that, but I don't want to. Also, I have very limited ammo with this, so I want to bring that out only whenever I have to. Running self-examination. Help yourself to a refreshing 10 of Spacer's Cha while you wait. Power source, Spacer's Choice electrical transformer. Transformer status is responsive. Power regulator is responsive. Query the geothermal facility. Emerald Vale region is powered by Spacer's Choice geothermal facility. Spacer's Choice is proud to bring the colonists of Halcyon moderately innovative technology at a reasonable price. Proud to bring the colonists of Halcyon moderately innovative tech at a reasonable price. The best you can afford. Oh my gosh. Disengage power. Unable to comply, the power regulator unit may not be disengaged while the transformer is active. When life gives you lemons, consider it a free trial from your friends at Spacer's Choice. Oh my gosh. I would be so angry with these people. Transformer shutdown protocols non-operational. In compliance with Spacer's Choice engineering and development policy, shutdown protocols have been disabled on all transformers. This is to prevent illegal tampering, upgrading, or theft of proprietary technology. Warning, please avoid attempting to modify or tamper with Spacer's Choice electrical transformer while power is active. Doing so may lead to death, catastrophic injury, and irreparable damage to the transformers. So we have to shut the power down first, and then it seems like we can tinker with it. Status responsive, regulator responsive. Geothermal facility. I guess that's what we have to shut down. The geothermal facility, which will allow us to shut down the transformer and then disengage the power regulator. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. But we'll have to go to the geothermal facility, I think, and shut everything down in order to get it. Got a bathroom, mop. She's still in here? No. Okay, I think we're all set. Never mind me as I pilfer your office. Terminal access, Foreman Phyllis Granger. Messages. Welcome from Thompson. Owing to your hard work, positive attitude, I've sanctioned your access to medical treatment in the event of contagion. As you know, the company has not provided us with enough medicine to treat every worker. I wish I could treat every member of the Spacer's Choice family who fell ill to this plague, but I cannot. Medical privileges are strictly merit-based. Please do not under any circumstance distribute your ration of medication to any other worker. And we're all in this together. Well, you know, I mean, I can understand stuff like this and like what the other young lady was talking to us about when you're in a survival situation, it's called triage, right? You have limited supplies and you have to decide who lives, who dies, because somebody's going to die. And you need to pick the right people, because the ones who are critical to keeping your camp running or your village, those are the ones that are going to keep everybody else alive. So triage exists. The question is, did your policies and your ideology and stuff cause the problem? You can get pretty deep in the weeds on this stuff, but a utilitarian outlook strips people of humanity and causes its own problems. That would be my concern with what's happening here. Okay, personal files. Password is required. We can hack it. Tenderfoot. Theodore buried last night. Reid asked me not to report his death in our quarterlies. Sounds fair to me. Was asked to prepare a statement or something for the other workers. Been thinking about it. Don't know what to tell them. Don't end up like Theodore. Do your work, show up, wear a smile, and you'll get your medical privileges. It's a start. So she's a nuts and bolts person. She doesn't really get into, like, basically the antithesis of what I was just doing. I'm looking at the sociological aspects of what's going on. I'm looking at feelings. I'm looking at value of human life. I think that she's looking at, we need result X. How do I get X? And then that's it. Keep it simple, stupid, and that's how we all survive. So anyway, we'll exit. Yeah, this game already, just in the first opening hour or so, is presenting interesting dilemmas.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Okay, Buxy, take care, man. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for dropping by. Whatever, make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. I'm guessing you're the foreman. Well, just get straight to the point. Gravesite fees.
Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reid I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
I thought you said you were his closest living relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Oh my gosh. You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
Man. Go number 1.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
It seemed like there was something else.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
I found your letter to Conrad. I don't think she needs to know that. No, we're done. She wants to get on with work also. Let's just move on. Okay, so we are, Reid Thompson is right up there, so let's go talk to him while we're here.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What? That doesn't sound sketchy.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize.
Well, she
I was
did.
given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reid? I was told I should talk to you. Yeah, let's just go with that.
I'm Reid Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect.
Oh my gosh, are you trying to get punched? I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform? What are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice. Let's go number 1.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? What I'm waffling on here, okay, I don't care about Reid, right? But we evidently have 2 choices from where we can take power regulators from. One is quote-unquote mostly abandoned. The other is a town with a lot more people living in it, I would imagine. But that is an assumption. Maybe I should ask him number 1.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
You mean Marauders?
The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
So we're definitely enabling some tyranny, it sounds like.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Hmm.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
This guy seems pretty slimy.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions and the companion ledger. Okay, well, I think with the choices that I took, I put myself in a position to kind of find out more about the situation without 100% absolutely committing to anybody. Where do I find this companion ledger? Summary, skills, perks, details. Oh, there's the reputation. I was wondering where that was at. We're neutral with everybody. Inventory. Oh, here she is, Parvati. The companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skill stats, status effects, and gear. To change their gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. Okay, Parvati. You are carrying a pistol and an impact hammer. And how do I find out what your stats are? Perks available. She didn't have any perk points. Distance is medium. Weapon is mixed. Mode is aggressive. Level 2. Persuade 18, lockpick 28. She actually does better melee damage. We could maybe use her as a tank, but I think I'm going to run with dual ranged. It has more of a realistic... It feels like more what would happen. Alright, is there anything I can give you? Yeah, level 7 is better. What kind of ranged? Any kind of ranged? These are all equipped, I believe. Nope. Hold on. plasma rifle does 79 damage. And it fires energy weapons. It's a long gun, right? Yes. And then here's the shotty. So let's go back to her. And oh, I can't. Okay. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Really?
Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Oh yeah, do you have info? Yeah, go with number 2. Figures. Reid didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Yeah, let's see what kind of biases she might have.
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around.
Yeah, there's always a
questions
boy.
About the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Right. There's always a boy or a girl, whichever way. But that's what I was trying to find out. You know, does she have any biases playing at play here? And it could have been that could happen to anybody. I can't blame anybody wanting to leave. I'm sure the deserters are very fine people, so what? Let's go Adelaide.
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by. What do we need to talk to the vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill? Where would I find them?
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
That's not bad advice. That's what I was trying to do, is kind of get both sides of the story. So it's encouraging that she's got that in her mind already. Okay, we got Ludwig Miller we need to go to. East side of town. Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, let's go. Let's go talk to this vicar.
sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Man. Salt Tuna, Emerald Vale, and Terra 2. Go to Journal, go to Quests. Divert Power. Deliver Reid's message. Speak to the vicar. Okay, Vicar Max. That's what I was looking for. Ah, okay, there it is. I didn't see the dome. That would have been the giveaway.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came...
Can I grab? I guess I can grab that.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reid asked us to do. How do you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? I just thought of something else I need to be doing. Let's go number 1.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked her to do?
Yeah, well, that was a mistake, evidently. I didn't mean to give her up. I didn't see any way to get him. Everything else seemed like we were beating around the bush. All right, he wants us to fix the geothermal plant. Well, no, he doesn't. Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I
Yeah,
can see why that
seems
troubles
cold.
you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
This guy seems like he's making little innuendos that we wouldn't know about, but that she would. Which seems creepy to me, like undercutting. So what do you advise? What do you think Adelaide's group? Yeah. What do you think of their group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp, so that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already.
Right.
Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Yeah, tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah. I don't really care why he's after a banned heretical book. I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay. Sorry, kiddo, I didn't mean to burn you there. So we got 10 more points. And one of the things I heard about is getting lockpick up to 20 is really helpful, because you'll stop spending lockpicks on the safes that require one pick, which evidently there's a lot of them. So got that up to 20. Doors and containers requiring one mag pick to unlock are free to open. Maybe I'll put 3 points into dialogue. All of this I needed to have at 20, so I guess we'll do that. And accept. Okay, go over to journal. Letter from Phyllis. Okay, so we have these on hand. Okay, now let's head to Ludwig Botanical Lab. Let's get that quest back up. Ludwig, all right. Oh, that's pretty.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Cut to the chase.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Yeah, I guess so. What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Oh, goodness. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals. Let's go number 1.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
If your resistance needs another gun, I am for hire. Yeah, is there any money in it?
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Sell tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
I mean, who cares if he's crazy? We'll just go handle what he wants done and get the reward. Proper armies pay enlistment fees, yes.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Question.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
Of course. All right. What else do we have? What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Pretty sure that's what they're programmed to do.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Okay. All right, so that dude's going to march out over there, giving us an opportunity to just kind of take everything. Ah. Criminal activities.
Easy.
Okay. I want to modify my shotgun, I think, since that's going to probably be my primary right now. Mag 2 power turns it into plasma damage. Increasing damage per minute, I guess, and damage per second. Okay, what about Tinker? Well, before I do that, repair. Do I need to repair armor? I guess not. Breakdown. $113. We have a shock cannon. We must have just now grabbed that. There's a light machine gun. Okay, so break this down. And the rest of this stuff, I'm not sure what I have equipped and what I don't. Let's hit escape. Tab. Okay, I have a light assault rifle, but light machine gun sitting here. It takes light ammo, which would be my preference. Then I have a heavy shock cannon. It does 149 DPS. Maybe I'll give that to what's her name? Heavy magazine. Parvati. I want to give you this. Oh man, you look awesome. And then I would really like to back you up with, I guess she has to, oh, it's a melee weapon, that's why. Okay. I hope that's, I don't know what I'm doing, so I hope that I haven't made any mistakes here, but I'm going to break this other stuff down. Okay, nothing seems to need repair. What's it say? You have insufficient armor parts, okay. And this light machine gun, can we tinker with this? And then my shotgun. Which... Okay, then her shot cannon. That's probably good. Okay, we've spent all the bits. There is my machine gun. Get out of the way, buddy. Silas, who we can go turn our mission into. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, hold on. I think this guy's mission is nearby. Illustrated die robot. 130 meters away. Got a volcano out there. Press once to send your companions to a location. Hold to order them back. Okay. Adreno. Oh, I think I just wasted a bunch of ammo there. Okay. Note to self, don't do that again. Combat drones. Okay, let's head back. We'll report to Ludwig. We'll turn that quest in. I think he's going to have some more for us, but if I'm not mistaken, that takes us to some other areas. So we'll go turn in Silas's quest as well. Man,
Business honor, soldier.
he's got a strange head turn.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination.
Alrighty then.
You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer. A weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
I'll let you know if I find
double,
it.
Soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Well, it's been there for years.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Part that said we
Got it.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is.
Here's Silas.
Hey, Miss... Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah.
You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
I was hoping for something more tangible.
Well, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Sweet. 300 extra bit cartridges. And another 150. Okay. I don't need to tell him about Abernathy.
Yeah?
No. Okay. And our reputation has changed. Companion, illustrated manual, die robot. Where are you at, bud? Okay. We'll go turn this in, see if he's got a follow-up quest, and then I think we're going to be done for tonight.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law.
Okay.
You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
Sounds like fun.
Fun? This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant.
Oh, we got to go there anyway.
Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reid Thompson.
Already got it.
I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security.
Oh, that's funny.
I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries, so you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're going to have to find an intact model somehow.
I don't reckon so. I work with gears and pistons and such. Stuff you can put hands to. Computers and mechanical brains are outside my ken.
You know, she names the mechanicals she fixes. Calls them Bess and Clancy and so on. Keep a careful eye on her. Could be a sympathizer.
Wow.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Thank you, Ludwig. All right, Parvati. We got work to do. But let's get inside town and save it for the night. I'm going to hop on and record some Crusader Kings 3 episodes. So we'll save it right here. Make a manual save. Xandor was the, if you saw that save on the bottom, that was the character that I had begun a chronicle on, but I stopped playing it for a while, doing other, I actually didn't really like this game too much when I first started it. It's recently kind of reappealed to me, so anyway, I had stopped playing for a while, so I just decided to start new, and I hadn't gotten very far with Xandar anyway, so I figured I would start with a new character. And I think this guy looks absolutely awesome. I mean, he looks like he can handle himself, you know? Pretty cool. And Parvati's looking awfully tough. Alrighty then, guys, we are all done. I'm going to go ahead and put it on to the end stream screen and leave that up for a little bit, and then I'll drop stream. Everybody take care. Thank you for dropping by and taking a peek at the channel. Hope you like what you saw, and I hope all is going well for you and yours wherever you're at in this world.